Hey, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh, still in recovery, fighting vigilantly on a daily basis the diseases of addiction and mental health, since I have co-occurring disorders. You can reach out to me at theaccountability.group or Twitter at @tagbuildinghope. That's Twitter at @tagbuildinghope, or Instagram at Tag Recovery, or our business fan page on Facebook, the Accountability Group. The reason I'm saying that is because the majority of people, instead of using the comment section, which I would love, because eventually I would love the comment section to be where everyone helps share knowledge and keep one another accountable. That's the whole point of the Accountability Group. But for now, continue to feel free to private message me or DM me, and we can carry on conversations, and I'll just be someone who lends a friendly ear and a shoulder to cry on. And if you're looking for advice, feel free to ask me for advice. With that being said, we'll finish up our readings and playing catch up. Today we are actually going to be reading the August 27th reading, even though it is, yes, September 8th. So we're playing catch up. If you've been watching these videos, it's because I'm moving. So today we're reading from Touchstones, and it's August 27th. One cannot be a hero, but one can always be a man. John Wolfgang Van Gogh. In order for grandiose, all-or-nothing lifestyles, many of us had a lot of experience being heroes and being failures. Until we had achieved some sanity, we didn't have much experience with being ordinary, genuine men. Many of us thought there was something fundamentally wrong with us. We tried to be great, and when we failed, we felt less than human. Our shame in those experiences seemed to say we would never be normal again. We are learning that being genuine is far more fulfilling than being great. We no longer have to swing between the opposite extremes of hero and coward. When we become honest with ourselves, we develop an internally respectful relationship with ourselves. That is when we become true men. The courage it has taken for us and others on this journey to become honest is heroic in the deepest sense of the word. As I find the courage to be honest, I will become more genuine. Rigorous honesty is paramount for me in my fellowships. As many of you know, I don't really discuss my experience. I tend to jump into strength and hope. Sometimes I will discuss my experiences, but the brief part that I will touch on is that I used honesty as a double-edged sword when I came out as an addict when I was 20. It was great that I was honest with everyone about what I was going through, but I never really asked for help. I always wanted to do it my way. And then the other end of the sword, the other side, was when I would relapse constantly early on, I'd be like, well, what'd you expect? I told you I was an addict. This is what's gonna happen. So it was important for me to understand that there's a difference between just being, honest and I can get away with anything, and being honest and being authentic and genuine. And that's what I really like about this reading, is that we don't need to live at these extremes of being these heroes and saviors or being cowards and receding into isolation, that we can find this happy medium of being our authentic true selves through being genuine and honest. And it takes rigorous honesty and an intentional willingness to work our programs, whatever they may be, in order to protect ourselves, whether it's against the insidious, cunning, baffling, and powerful nature of diseases of addiction, or what we struggle with in regards to our mental health and maintaining proper mental health, whichever category you may fall in, or in between those categories, or if you have co-occurring disorders like myself. So for me personally, genuine honesty is paramount in order to become a quote-unquote real man. I think normal is a loaded word, so I don't use it very often. It's just, what is normal? I have no idea. I mean, everybody's different. I think normal would be boring. I think if everybody was the same and there was this standardization of what normalcy was, it would just be really weird to me. Like, I like the fact that so many of us are different and we all come from different walks of life. And maybe that's part of my genuine honesty, because I truly do like the fact that there's so many people whose paths I never ever would have crossed, whether it be in group therapy or my therapist or psychiatrist or my doctors or the people in my fellowships in AA and NA. I never would have met these amazing individuals. I just would have continued this vicious cycle that leads to jails, institutions, or death. And I've done 2 of the 3, fortunately, and I have zero intention of doing the 3rd, and I hope to continue to make these videos. And that's what I hope for you. I hope that you find a balance and don't have to live at the extremes. I hope that you don't isolate and feel like a coward and employ any sort of negative self-talk, that you find ways to be kind to yourself, to implement ways of self-care and engaging in hobbies that you might have lost, that you are able to find the right medical support and healthcare support to properly take care of your mental and physical health, because that's imperative, as is being rigorously honest in your program and working your program with an intentional willingness in order to protect your sobriety, especially if you have co-occurring disorders or anything in between in terms of diseases of addiction and mental health. So with that, again, please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, like our videos if you enjoy them, and please, please, please use the comment section. If you're a newcomer, please share your stories, ask for advice, tell us where you're at. If you have time underneath your belt, share your experience, strength, and hope, and your wisdom, and maybe some of that will resonate with the newcomers, and they'll be able to use some of those tools in their toolkit. And then you'll also hear some of the stories from the newcomers that remind you, oh, that's something that I never want to go back to. But at the end of the day, when our feet hit the floor, we have the same 24 hours, so we have to decide how we're going to use them. And are we going to make good choices, or are we going to make bad choices? But ultimately, the choice is ours. And at the core of that is going to be authenticity, being genuine, and being honest. Being honest, most importantly, with ourselves. Like I like to tell people is, you can lie to everybody else, you can lie to me, but the worst thing you can ever do is be dishonest and lie to yourself. So I hope that you find that happy medium, that you have the ability to find that great person inside of you and get to enjoy the wonders and beauty of life by being an authentic, genuine, and honest individual, both in your battle against the diseases of addiction and mental health. So with that, feel free to contact me at theaccountability.group, the accountability group on Facebook, tag Building Hope on Twitter, or tag Recovery on Instagram, because I'm the one that exclusively handles those. I let my marketing team handle other aspects of the company, because these are my babies. This is my baby. The accountability group is my baby because I've lived this my entire life, both in active addiction and then now with time underneath my belt. So feel free to contact me, reach out, and with that, please stay strong, stay safe, and stay sober. And thank you for letting me share.